think we are ready. Hey everyone, my name is Steve Robinson. Let me get this camera going here at the right angle. If we have not met before, it's Martial Arts Monday. We're in workshop number 4. And if you're following along in your manual, we are on page 22. So far, we have worked on strategy 18, the inward block, the hammer fist, the back fist against someone throwing a punch at your face from the front. We have worked on the move wedge, which is strategy number 21 on page 22. Wedge is the defense against someone putting you in a two-hand chokehold. This is where when the attacker puts you in that two-hand chokehold from the front, the first thing you do is neutralize him by boxing his ears. After you box his ears, the hands come together on your chest. His hands are up here, your hands are underneath his. You neutralize him a second time with front kicks, and then step 2 is you break free. You thrust your arms to the ceiling, okay, in between his arms in an effort to break free. And then finally, you neutralize again with the knee. So in the move wedge, when the attacker grabs you, just as a reminder, anytime we talk about grab defenses, whether it's the chokehold today, or whether it's a wrist grab, or a headlock, or a bear hug, the natural response when someone gets grabbed is to pull away. Someone grabs you by the wrist, you try to pull away. Someone grabs you by the throat, you try to pull away. You have to retrain your body. You have to retrain your mind not to try to pull away, because pulling away from someone twice your size is going to be very difficult. Example, you're 100 pounds, the bully's 200 pounds, and he grabs you by the throat. If you try to pull away, it's going to be tough. So when someone grabs you, when we talk about these grab defenses, you have to first neutralize the bully. Let me say that again, it's so important. When we talk about these grab defenses, specifically in this move wedge, you neutralize the bully on step 1. On step 2, you break free. 1, you neutralize, 2, you break free. So in the move wedge, in workshop 4, you're neutralizing the bully once by boxing his ears, the second time by throwing a front kick as many times as you need to in between his legs. Now, assuming the worst, he didn't let go. After you neutralize the bully by boxing his ears and by throwing front kicks in between his legs as many times as necessary, step 2, you break free. You break free by thrusting your arms up in between his arms. And then finally, you hook his neck and you neutralize the final time with the knee. So in this move wedge, you're actually neutralizing the bully 3 times. Where do you neutralize him? 1, box his ears. 2, throw a front kick. 3, you throw the knee. Okay? All right, so we've covered the inward block this past few weeks. Hammer fist, back fist, so you block on 1. You neutralize with the hammer fist, back fist on 2. And by the way, the reason we strike low before we strike high, typically, and again, I work with Dr. Patrick Maloney, not from the standpoint of the physical skill sets, but what he talks about, he gives scientific evidence. I teach, what he teaches he teaches on specifics, scientific evidence based on blank, and then you fill in the blank. I teach on gut feeling, okay? Gut feeling is the reason we strike low, below the belt, before we strike high, is because if you hit him low, gut feeling, he's gonna fall forward. And when he falls forward, he walks into the a back fist to the head, or to the nose, I should say, all right? Today's session is going to be on strategy 19. It is called 3 knife hands. Now you hear your instructors talk about this all the time. We teach karate blocks and we teach Kung Fu style blocks here. So I'm gonna ask you the question and you already know the answer. Is a karate block supposed to deflect, or is a karate block supposed to hurt? Okay? Absolutely. The karate blocks are meant to hurt the bully's arm. A karate block is meant to damage the bully's arm when you block his punch. Okay? Kung Fu style blocks are not meant to hurt. Kung Fu style blocks are meant to redirect the bully's punch. So, we have karate blocks that are attacks, however you want to word it. A karate block is meant to hurt. A karate block is an attack. A karate block is power oriented. Okay? Kung Fu style blocks are not power oriented. They redirect the punch. They redirect the push. Okay? Today in the move 3 knife hands, you're going to use a knife hand block. Okay? It is a karate block. It is meant to hurt. Now, there's a key difference, and I know I'm talking a lot, but this is important, okay? There's a key difference between an inward block. That's an inward block. You're blocking right here. That's karate. A knife hand block. You block right here. Both use the same motion. Inward block, it's a karate block. Knife hand block, it's a karate block. So in the move 3 knife hands, you're not only going to use a knife hand block, okay? He's right here, he's throwing a punch right at my chin. You're gonna follow up with 2 more knife hand strikes across his collarbone. So, picture the bully in front of you. Picture the bully in front of you. He throws a punch to your chin. Just watch. You're gonna step in and knife hand block his punch. As you knife hand block his punch, the opposite hand, in this case the left arm or the left hand, gets chambered. I just blocked his punch with a knife hand. Watch again. The bully's in front. He's throwing a punch at your chin. You knife hand block his punch between the pinky and the wrist, that portion of the hand. Okay? I knife hand block his punch, and as I knife hand block his punch, I'm going to prepare or chamber my opposite hand. So I block on 1. Step 2, I take that right hand that I just blocked with, and I strike him right across his collarbone. Step 3, I'm going to start my body rotation and knife hand strike a second time. I'm going to start my body rotation. I'm going to change this up on you in just a second, so stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. I'm going to start my body rotation, and I'm going to knife hand strike him a second time across his collarbone. Now, here's something that's important, okay? You knife hand block. Now, when you knife hand strike his collarbone, you want to knife hand strike with the pinky side. Now, when I throw the second knife hand strike, I've got to rotate my hand because I want to knife hand strike again with the pinky side. Okay? So everything is done with the pinky side of the hand. You throw the block with the pinky side of the hand. You throw the first knife hand follow-up against his collarbone with the pinky side of the hand. Now watch this. This is where we're going to start changing a little bit. I'm going to twist. I'm going to torque. I'm going to turn so I can strike again with the, I'm going to torque my wrist. I'm going to torque my arm. Rotate it so I can strike again with the pinky side. Okay? So let's do this again, and then we'll tweak a little bit. Okay? Just kind of a walkthrough. Where's the bully right now? Is he to the side of you or is he in front of you? He's in front of you. Where is he throwing the punch? At your belly or at your chin? He's throwing the punch at your chin. So, this is a knife hand block. It's a right knife hand block. So prepare your arms. And yes, you hear me talk about this often in group classes and private lessons. The arms are prepared, but this is a completely unrealistic starting point. We do it this way so everyone in the group class is on the same page. We don't have some people preparing this way, some people preparing this way, some people like this. It's just a structured format so everyone in the group class is on the same page. This is just structure. Yes, it is unrealistic. You're not going to walk around like this. It's okay, all right? So now, bullies in front of you. You're going to knife hand block with your right hand as you step to 12 o'clock in the horse stance. Do that. Now you blocked with your right hand. The left hand is prepared. Now, watch what happens. I'm not just going to knife hand strike on the first knife hand strike without rotating my body. I'm going to start the rotation. Here's the change. I'm going to start rotating on the first strike and follow up on the second strike as well. So my body rotation, your body rotation starts on the first strike and finishes on the second strike. He's in front of you. Do it with me. He's throwing a punch at your chin. Knife hand block. Now, we're going to do 2 knife hands, both using the pinky side of the wrist. 1, 2. Let's do it again. He's in front of you, throwing the punch. Knife hand block. Good, 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 good. Now, start the rotation. 2, 3. Let's do it again. He's in front of you, throwing the punch. Yeah, I get it. It's a little tough with the solo training when nobody's there throwing punches at you, but you can do it, okay? The cool thing about martial arts, and I guess dance and gymnastics, you can do this with just space. You don't need the bags. You don't need equipment. Does it help? Absolutely it helps with the equipment and the bags. Absolutely it's better with 2 people in the room, okay? But you can practice this by yourself, just like when you play, video games by yourself, okay? So, again, he's throwing a punch at your chin, okay? Unrealistic starting point. Don't bother with it right now. Don't worry about all that stuff. Step in a knife hand block and 1. So you've blocked his punch. Now we're going to neutralize him with 2 knife hand strikes across his collarbone. 2, 3. 1 down. 2 to go. Prepare the arms. He's throwing a punch at your chin. Step in a knife hand block. Good. You blocked his punch. Now, we're going to rotate our body. 2, 3. Okay? And we're striking right across his collarbone. Let's do it one more time. 2 down. 1 to go. Prepare your arms. Where's he throwing the punch? Exactly. At your chin. Knife hand block. So you've blocked his punch. He's right here. We're going to throw 2 knife hand strikes. Boom, boom. 1, 2. Why do we rotate our body when we throw those knife hand strikes? Why do we rotate our body when we throw those knife hand strikes? The reason? Anytime you can rotate your body, you will get much greater power. Every move that we do has to have explosion. You have to explode to the target at 150 miles per hour. You have to attack the target. Not all of the moves have body rotation. This particular move does. And anytime you can explode and rotate, explode and rotate, explode and rotate, you will get more power. So the name of the move again, it's strategy. Well, the name of the move is 3 knife hands. It's strategy 19 on page 23 of your manual. So now, up to this point in the workshop, you have inward block, hammer fist, back fist. You block on 1, you neutralize on 2. You have 3 knife hands. You block on 1, you neutralize 2, 3. And then you have the move where he grabs you by the throat from the front, okay? You box his ears. Box his ears, you neutralize them. You neutralize them again. Okay? Now step 2, you break free, and then you go back to neutralizing the bully. Okay? I hope you enjoyed 3 knife hands. Practice these strategies. Okay? Once you get the feel of it, okay, just practice them. Doing a walkthrough. Do a walkthrough's fine. And once you start feeling comfortable with it and your memory's getting better, get more aggressive with it. Get more aggressive. Get more aggressive. Because, as it says here in this chart, and I'm not trying to sound aggressive, but it's the truth. If you don't attack the target, and if you don't get aggressive, Black belt in karate or not, you can be a black belt in Taekwondo, a black belt in karate, a black belt in Shotokan karate, a black belt in Kempo karate. If you don't attack, and if you don't get aggressive, I don't think this stuff is gonna work, all right? So there you have it. Martial Arts Monday. We focused on 3 knife hands. If you have any questions, give us a call, come into the studio. And if somebody you're practicing with, if you're practicing with someone, make sure that they throw the punch at your chin. You are not helping your partner if you throw the punch in a different direction. Throw the punch right at the chin, start slow, and then gradually, get a little faster. Make it more realistic. It has to be realistic at some point in time in your training to give you a greater understanding of what it would really be like if it really were to happen, okay? So there you go. Martial Arts Monday is complete. Always every Wednesday with Coach Sammy. He's gonna put you through a workout Wednesday, every Wednesday with Coach Sammy. All right, we'll see you in a few days with Sammy. Have a great week. Talk to you soon.